start the show. Starting a new adventure, homebrewing an adventure. Oh my gosh. Can't believe, Steve, you talked me into doing this so early. Not too early, but I was shooting for next year. And then there's the weird holidays. So I'm like, all right, you want to practice a monk and get this guy's story going. You have such a good backstory.
Excited.
What's that?
I'm excited. I can't hold the excitement.
Yeah, it's like we let the genie out of the bottle. You have to go do D&D. It's awesome. I'm loving it. You're the kind of player I think I want to keep, working with here, having fun with. So this is a non-live recording, and we did a session 0, and now we're gonna do a session 1, I guess. You have your character. You want to tell us your character's name and a little bit about the story, just kind of a small recap?
Sure. My guy's name is Sweedmo Joon. I'm a human. I was sold into slavery as a young kid, and basically ended up on a ship as an oarman, like a guy that just rowed. And one thing led to another, and I spent an undetermined amount of time on that boat, and there was an attack on it, and I washed up to shore, and that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah.
Right now.
And then my flavor on top of that was washing you up onto the shore of a certain town. And we rolled a little random table out of one of these books. Sorry, I was kind of trying to get my map thing ready. I'm gonna see what I can homebrew, like almost using this book a lot. Yeah. It's full of cities and towns, so that I say I want a world build, but so it's partially random tables of some pre-created stuff, and I think it will get definitely more personal as we explore the world together with your monk sailor character and the slavery angle, because you landed in a prison town. Now you're not in prison, but it's a common theme now in your life, and you find yourself another dreary day in Thelsinor Prison, not in the prison, but like a little coastal town, and the village is simply known as Thelsinor Prison. So it's ironic, this setting that you find yourself in again.
I know. Can't catch a break.
As you think of your woes and your staring off into the misty shores of this small town, gazing, and your drunken gaze is a little blurry. You barely can make out the small rocky island of the shape of this prison that you've never been to. You're hearing rumblings and rumors, and you hear mostly just the crashing of the ocean waves, splashing over rocks as you look off into the distance and smell the fish and the salty, damp air of this town. And I want to ask you, where in this little village would Sweedmo be drinking? Is he in a tavern? Is he out on the dock, like behind a crate? What do you think?
Ironically, he doesn't have a lot of social skills, but he would probably be in a bar, wanting to be left alone, which is kind of ironic.
Yeah.
Drinking in a public place, but wanting to be left alone.
Okay. So you find a dark corner. And what's the drink of choice, or what can he afford? Is he an ale? Is he a wine? Is he a booze?
It's probably something along an ale, something that's cheap, but that's going to get the job done. Because he doesn't have a lot of money, so he wants to drink as much as he can. if that makes
Right.
sense.
So you find yourself in a dark corner of this tavern and drinking alone, looking off into the distance. You take a gulp of your ale, a nice hearty gulp. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, 12. Does that mean I can hold my liquor?
Yes, you succeed in this gulp, and your memories fade from this scene to probably a distant, more peaceful, happy memory. What do you remember maybe of your family before all this, depressing events happening? Do you
Uh,
think?
I kind of recall hanging out with my father in the blacksmith shop. Um, I didn't really I didn't really do a lot when I was there with him. I would just remember like pretending I was helping him out, and just like watching him work and watching the fire. And I can pretty vividly, I think I can recall the sound of his hammer on the anvil.
And working in hot conditions has been something you're familiar with,
Hmm.
sweat and labor. But this is a good feeling. Um, as as the memory fades and a crash of waves brings you back to this town. What do you know if you have any character goals? Um, Either that might relate to that memory or to the current events.
Um, I no, I know that you know I think that when I escaped slavery, like I know I want to try and help people, but I don't really have a way, like a purpose, like how I can go about doing that. I
Okay.
just I just
So
had that.
you're still struggling to find purpose in life, and you have a monastic tradition, starting out at a level one monk. Um, do so before we go further, let's have another gulp. You take another gulp
Okay.
down your like two gulp. This is another thirsty uh, gulp. You down the rest of your ale. Let's have another Constitution saving throw. This is level one.
9.
9 is a failure, and so now your memory fades off. It gets dreary, and you think of a depressing thought.
I
What?
think I think of when I escaped that sweatshop when I was a kid after getting captured.
Glass blowing sweatshop.
Yes. I think about how hard it was to just stay alive when I was actually out on my own as a young kid, and just I remember how cold it was and wishing that I had more heat.
Yeah, that glass blowing shop. Terrible memories fade back to your current events, and you find your beer empty. What would you like to do?
I would like I think I'd like to try I'd like to walk out of the tavern, and
Okay.
I think I've had enough for now. I think I want to try to find my house, or my little place that I live at now.
Okay. You've set up shop in a place you have to, probably walk a ways to. It's not a very large town, but the affordable housing is
Right.
down on the lower dock side.
Yep.
And you find yourself passing by the docks a bit and stumbling a little bit. You feel something hit your face, and a couple of things fall next to you. Splatter, splatter. It's a tomato. And you look up and you see this struggling little sailor gnome, and she is carrying a bushel of tomatoes. And as you wipe the tomato from your eyes, you see the sailor babbling an apology. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm so clumsy. Darn it. I'm in a hurry. I'm so clumsy. I'm sorry, sir. Sorry.
In my inebriated state, I don't see it as an accident, and I feel like it was done on purpose, and I immediately get angry.
Wow. Okay. Give me, let's see. Wow. You get angry, and I guess give me an intimidation check would be a good, I like to roll dice.
Yep. I'm
We're
an
doing
11.
Grr, you give a half-ass kind of grin, and she can tell that you're maybe not in your full, sober self. And she's probably seen some drunken sailors before. Please, sir, don't get mad. I'm just in a hurry. If I don't finish my chores, I will probably be rejected from my crew, and the admiral gave me like 2 hours to finish a whole bunch of stuff. Maybe you can help me. Please. If you help me, I can pay you. Please.
I think that's a good idea. If you throw in some tomatoes on top of that, I'll help you out.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Tomatoes. Yes. We'll have to get some more. That's fine. Here, take a tomato. They're delicious. Yes. But okay, we must hurry. And as you start to follow the direction that this female gnome is heading, the admiral walks past, and she shouts, or is the admiral a guy? He shouts, "This is your last chance. I don't care if you get your chores done. Just get them done. How you get your chores. I don't care how you get your chores done. Just get them done." And she kind of rushes off. Okay. See, he's mad. I need to, but he doesn't care. So you can help me. Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Just want to get home.
Okay. All right. We're gonna have to team up. What's your name?
Oh, I burp a little bit because I've been drinking all day. It's Sweedmo.
Sweedmo. My name is Daphne. I am trying to be a part of the crew. I'm just a scrub. I'm just lowly, what do they call it?
Ensign, maybe.
Ensign, yes. Something like that. Ensign.
Private.
Ensign. If you help me, oh my gosh. Okay. So we have a few things to do. We have to load the crates first. First, we must load the supplies onto the ship. The ship's over here. Mr. Admiral Wyndar, he has this galley, and we must load the supplies. Are you ready? Let's go.
Let's go. All right.
And she rushes off. Okay, and you find yourself some crates that are needed to go in from the dock onto, up the plank and onto the ship and into the lower supply area. What do you want to do to help? This is the first mission.
Well, seeing as I'm a little bit bigger than you are, why don't you load me up with crates?
Yes. Okay. Load you up with crates. Here we go. She'll stack a crate and stack another crate.
Keep going. Keep going.
Okay. One more big crate. Okay.
All right.
And I'll grab a crate. Here we go. This way. And she rushes off up the plank, and she trips and falls off the plank, nearly losing her load, splashing into the water. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm going to continue walking up the plank.
Okay. Give me a dexterity, some sort of like athletics check.
Okay. Give you athletics check. Ouch. An 11. Which is not bad for being drunk.
Right. Yeah. You have you almost lose your load too.
It's like not... I'm like low key laughing at her because I can't. It's funny to me.
Right. You continue up the plank. You can get to the dock side, the deck, deck of the ship.
So I put the crates down as soon as I get up there, and I kind of like I slowly walk back down to her because I can see she can swim, but she's having a rough time at it, and so I take my oar off my back and I kind of like hand it to her to grab onto.
Okay, sounds good. Let's see. So this would be more athletics, I believe, to get yourself into position to close to her.
Mhm.
Go ahead and roll athletics again.
Ooh, you're like that. 21.
Nice. Gotta get the game log up. Here we go. So with that, yeah, you get that oar close enough, kind of drag her along to a lower point on the dock where she can kind of scramble up one of the dock piers. I'm so clumsy. Oh my gosh. Thank you, sir.
Listen, you've got someone helping you now, so you can like take a breath and breathe a little bit here. You don't have to be so frantic, all right?
Take a breath.
I'm sure the Admiral, he's gonna be angry if like you've only loaded up 4 crates and there's like 20. So let's take our time, all right?
Yeah, okay. Take a breath. How do you do that? Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know, but you gotta try.
Okay, you know what you're doing. All right, anything. Okay. And she's still kind of huffing and puffing, especially after getting out of the water. Shakes herself off. She's got like pointy ears and a mane of a hairdo, and she kind of wrings her clothes out a bit, and you feel a sea breeze kind of blow through the air, and there's not any other sailors in helping out, which seems a little odd, but there is some time to get the rest of these stocks onto the board, these supplies. And this time you're careful, and Is there anything else in the method that you want to do this differently?
Yeah, let's try. You load me up again, and then I want you to grab a crate, and I want you to jump on my shoulders. So we'll do like we'll try 2 crates per arm, and then you can jump on my shoulders. So we can get 5 crates going.
That seems ridiculous, but almost more risky. But let's okay if you say so.
I don't want you to. I want you to like. I mean and I'm just at this point I'm just kind of talking nonsense because I'm still pretty.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's wild. I like it. Yeah, this is gonna be definitely another throw. So roll some. Now this is gonna be acrobatic.
Okay. Come on. All right. 22.
Whoa, yeah, another good high roll, and you guys like a tightrope walker get across the plank, get half the load up, and feel like you have a pattern now. Um, the supplies are loaded, and from the deck to a below galley area, you notice some of the smells from the kitchen, and not much for people around, but you do hear some singing and busy. Somebody's busy in the cooking kitchen as you pass by, a certain area to another area to load these supplies. Uh, what do you do? How do you? What do you want to do? I don't know what else.
Yeah.
With
So
one person, it's like,
I think I kind of like look over at Daphne and I'm like, what's that all about? You guys have like a kitchen on this ship?
of course, of course. That's Ella. Ella is my friend. She's the cook.
And it's
Sounds like.
kind of it's kind of hard to see. All I can do is really smell, and I'm like, I ask her, is she a gnome like you?
No, she's a bugbear.
Okay. Is there a chance, she could like whip me up something while we walk back to get the rest of the crates? Or
uh what, that's I don't know that we have time for that. Are you that hungry?
well, I don't know what I just I'm really tired, and I guess yeah, I am hungry.
Okay. Okay. And she like knocks on the kitchen door. Ella, Ella, and kind of barges in because of the pace here. Uh, Ella, this is what was your name again?
Sweedmo.
Sweedmo. Sweedmo's helping me, and she gives you a look, a stern kind of look with some sharp teeth, her hair, and a frock, a chef's apron. She was uh, making cheerful sounds as she was singing and cooking. So, but she's indifferent to you, a stranger. But she's definitely a friend to Daphne.
So why aren't you helping your friend with these crates?
That's her chore. She has to pay her way, and I have to pay my way. And I'm making the food here.
She dropped a bunch of tomatoes on my face, and now I'm stuck helping her.
Oh no. Are we down on tomatoes for the kitchen now?
I don't know. Are we, Daphne?
Ah, it's okay, isn't it? Ella, Ella, it's got to be okay. Give me a. I mean, what are you trying to do here?
I'm just trying to get some free food.
Okay.
And like my overall mood is I'm kind of sick of this. I just want to get my reward and get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find it kind of ridiculous that this little teeny gnome is tasked with doing all this work by herself. So I'm just kind of getting fed up with it.
Yeah. All right. So that's going to be persuasion with
Okay.
disadvantage because that's a pretty sucky argument.
Okay. So how does that work? I roll it twice and give you the worst one.
So you can roll yeah. Well, so I learned this. You already did it, didn't you?
Yeah.
I learned this and I haven't done it, but you can go to your persuasion and you can right click on the number and it says advantage and disadvantage.
Oh, I'm on a laptop. I'm not sure how to right click on it.
Oh, bummer. I can do it.
Okay.
Let me try it to see what it shows like.
My laptop is pretty cheap. I don't know if I have a right click option on it.
So yeah, if you figure out how to right click,
Oh,
see
here
how.
we go. There we go. Found it.
All right, why don't you do a right click?
All right.
And then do a roll.
Also, it rolled both of them. So 11 was the lowest.
It rolled both. You rolled an 18 and a 12. You have -1.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a total of 11 for pretty poor like you finish your tasks and maybe I'll feed you, she says.
All right. So I guess I'm gonna help Daphne finish her stuff up.
Okay, so you go back to the deck, bring some more stock down to the galley or whatever, and the storehouse, and finish the first task. Next, she says, Daphne, okay, let's go to the captain's quarters. We need to change the sheets. It's time to make up his room. And okay, let's go. It's this way.
So as we're walking back to the room, I kind of just like casually asked Daphne, "What's the deal with the Admiral?"
The Admiral Wyndar, he oversees missions and crews. It's a naval fleet. We have a long journey ahead of us. We've been on some short missions, and now we're stocking up. We're stocking up for a longer journey. And if I finish my chores, they'll take me along with.
Are they looking for? Are you? I mean, I can see you guys are shorthanded, but is he looking for more crew?
I'm sure there might be openings. There might be, sure. You would have to ask. I mean, helping me and performing these tasks would. I mean, hopefully, yes. That sounds, yeah, my new friend.
Yeah, I do odd jobs here and there, and it'd be nice if I could get some steady work.
Okay. Let's finish this task and yeah, when we finish, I will ask the Admiral, yes. Yes. So you guys go to the captain's quarters and find a room that is pretty neatly neat, neatly decorated for the Admiral. It's going to be a nice room. The sheets aren't made, and maybe there's some dirty plates or something on the counter from a snack. And okay. We need to let's see. The new sheets are in the closet over here, and she opens the closet, and a disturbance under under some of the near the floor. Some other a sack or something moves, and a couple of rats appear. These are not normal rats. These are giant diseased rats. Let's roll initiative.
All right. All right. I got a 9.
Okay. GD rats. Giant disease rats. I'm just writing this down. Let me pull up their stats here. Oh boy, I probably have to just this because this is not in. It's not a. There we go. Disease giant rat. All right. There is. I need dice. Such a surprise that we're playing D&D on a Sunday night. Oh, I got a nat 20. You're in trouble.
Yeah.
What did you get?
I'm 9.
9, and
yeah.
So even Daphne will have a turn before you. These giant rats, one goes for her and one goes for you, and they have a bite, and they have pack tactics. And let's use the band dice. Let's roll with advantage because they're in a pack. That's good because one's a 1. The other is a 13 plus 4. Does a 17 hit you?
Yes. And that's determined by my armor class.
Yes. 3 points of piercing damage.
All right.
And I need a Constitution saving throw.
So a 12.
A 12 succeeds. You are not diseased.
Great.
Let's see what happens to Daphne. Ooh. That's definitely going to hit her, and same 3 points to Daphne. All right. She needs to make a Constitution saving throw. 10, just barely makes it. And then she takes her turn. She was going for the blankets, the sheeting, and she like kind of stumbles in the air, blah, on her turn, and the sheets fall on or over her, and she looks like a ghost. She's just got like the sheets on her, and she can't see, and she's just like now just like turning and like almost falling over.
She's dangerous.
She's very clumsy. Accident prone Daphne. We've got your turn coming up next, Mr.
Right.
Sweedmo, for the first time in action. What would
All
you
right.
like to do?
So this is close quarters, and these things are low to the ground, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to punch them too well.
You want a room? And I don't think we need it.
What's that?
I could do a map, but
no. I'm just kind of like talking out loud.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to two-hand. I'm gonna take my paddle and like try to like hit the one like just right down the middle of my body.
The one that was attacking you. You'll square it up with your paddle.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and give us an attack roll.
Do I need to do any kind of like DC check or anything like that for it?
Why would you?
I don't know. Like a roll to hit.
Roll to hit. That's what we're doing. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're rolling to
18.
hit.
Yep. So 18.
Yeah. So an 18 hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
6.
6 damage. Does not take it out. It's looking pretty rough, though.
Okay. So for my bonus action, I'm going to kick it.
Nice. So your unarmed strike bonus action as a monk, you kick.
So I rolled a B, which is a natural 20, right?
Nice, yeah.
So I rolled a 25.
Well, critical hit.
Does the crit then, like, the bonus, does that even matter? I've never rolled a D20 before, so I'm not sure how it works. Do you just say I rolled a natural 20? And
yeah, you want to call out when you roll the natural 20 because if sometimes I'm not watching the screen and you want to say natural 20 for a total of 25.
Okay.
And then we'll do the critical hit damage now. So you roll your unarmed strike, and then we're going to add 6.
Oh, did it? Since I rolled the natural 20, did it change the button next to my?
Did it? I don't know.
Because now it says I think it did, because now my damage says 2d6 plus 3, and I don't think it was a 2d6 last time. So
all right.
Cool.
Well, let's go back to that rule. So a critical hit. So it did the. I might have to go if I want to homebrew critical hits differently, or I might go back to this rule. You roll 2d6 plus 3. So go ahead and hit that button.
Okay. I got to get dice, but so I rolled a 10.
All right. That squashes this one. Totally obliterates this rat. Now you have something more to clean up in his room. And that's your bonus action and your action. Do you want to do anything else? Do you have movement?
Yeah, I think maybe since Daphne is being Daphne, I think I'm gonna try to, like, get in front of her and the rat. Like, try to
Okay, so with your movement, you step between the rat and Daphne. I like it. Okay, and that's your turn, and that rat will get to take its turn next, and it's going to roll now with a normal roll instead of, because the pack is gone. We'll say. Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Okay.
That's a chomp and a miss.
Chomp and a miss. And I want to say the rat tries to scurry away because it saw what you did. Go ahead and give me an attack of opportunity, an opportunity attack.
So what is that?
So when somebody moves by you or away from you, when you're in combat, when melee range, you get an opportunity at a strike.
Okay.
So you can use either your unarmed strike or your oar to strike a free swing, if you will.
Okay, and I don't have to, like, do the hit to.
You have to roll to hit.
Okay.
But it's a free attack.
Okay.
It's an opportunity. It's a reaction.
I rolled a 9.
Yeah, so you miss. You react. You scurry. The rat scurries away. Daphne takes a turn, and she's like, "What's going on?" And I don't think you called out your move, so she's gonna punch you through the sheet. I don't know. She's like kicking. She's like, like she's like stomping and kicking.
Sure.
It's gonna be way disadvantage. Oh, but I rolled good. Does a 15 hit you?
Nope.
No? Okay. So you feel like her struggling, and then it goes to your turn.
So I think, so if I wanted to take the sheet off of her head, would that count as an action?
Yeah, that's your action.
Okay. So that's what I'm gonna do for my action. If I were
Okay.
to say, "Hey, Daphne, I'm right next to you," does that count as an action?
No, that'd be a free talk.
Yeah, I
So
think I
you
would rather.
uncover. I like this. You can still do your bonus action thing. So you uncover her so she can see again. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to try to hit you. And then you still have your movement. The rat has moving away. You want to
Mhm.
chase after it?
Yeah, I think I'll use my movement to get after the rat, get close to the rat, and I'm gonna try to step on it.
Right. Go ahead and give us an unarmed strike again.
So this would be my bonus action unarmed strike, correct?
Yes. Yes.
On 11.
11 misses.
Freaking rat.
You run after the and miss, and the rat scurries away on its turn, dashes under a little crevice, and escapes. What do you want to do next? Daphne can see again. Oh my gosh.
I'm thinking to myself, that was a stupid idea, leaving the sheet or taking the sheet off her head, because like I really want to kind of look around his room and see if there's anything that I could possibly take and like sell off. And I'm
Too
just kind
late.
of like I'm kind of angry at myself right now.
Yeah.
That rat got away and I can't like pocket a watch or something like that. So I'm just kind of like I look over at her and I'm like, what the heck was that all about?
I don't know. Oh my gosh. And she looks through the cupboard, kind of fixes that sheet, and tries to get back to the task at hand. And she kind of finds like the remains of like some muffins or some sort of hard pack uh, rations, some rations, normal things somewhere tucked away in there, and the rats had been nibbling and looking for food. So she cleans that up. What is the admiral thinking? And um, you guys can make the bed and clean up the rat mess from the stomping of the other rat.
Yeah, so I think as we're like making the bed and doing all this stuff, I've kind of got like one eye on what we're doing, and I'm kind of just looking around, checking out his room, seeing like what kind of stuff is in here.
All right. You would know from some of the lettering on Admiral, the full name, like maybe he's got a plaque, Admiral Vrish Wyndar, and he's well decorated naval officer and admiral, and the name of the ship, Serendipity, is on some documents in plain sight. Um, but no, I wouldn't say anything of value is just sitting out.
Okay. Well, I think we just finish up our stuff in here and get out of here. Move on to the
Okay.
next.
Yeah, she's ready. Okay, we have to the final task. We need to swab the decks. Okay, we're gonna go up to the decks, get the mops and the waters, and okay, are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, and you rush up past the kitchen again, smelling even more sweet and savory smells from the kitchen. And the final task is to swab the deck. Um, Anything you want to do or say as we go upstairs?
No, I'm just thinking to myself like this is this is this is some mindless stuff. I could probably do this like all day.
You're like, yeah,
Yeah,
I can
this is
handle
this is
this.
easy.
Okay, and you see, yep, you're like, okay, I grab a bucket, I grab a mop. This is easy. And then you look over and see Daphne. And she trips over a bucket and knocks over a barrel. And what would have contained oil, most of these barrels are marked oil for like lanterns. This barrel knocks over, and instead of oil, it oozes out. And this separates into two, kind of like, you know, creature like gray oozes. And we're going to have another encounter. This time with gray ooze times 2.
Oh man. I'm also thinking to myself, like, I don't have any potions or anything on me. Oh,
Welcome to level 1.
yeah.
Let me get gray ooze ready. And
Inventory. Nope. Nothing.
Nope. Okay. I like it. This is fun. So these gray oozes separate from this barrel, and you guys are in combat again. Find yourself in combat. So I'm going to roll for initiative for an ooze. Got a natural 1. That tracks. How did you do?
A natural 20 for a 23.
I actually rolled a natural 20 also. I'm going to let you go first.
So there are 2 oozes?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to pick an ooze, maybe like the closest one to me.
Sure.
And I'm just going... How the heck am I going to fight an ooze? I guess I'm just going to... Again, I'm probably just going to take my ore. And actually, you know what? I think... How would I do... Because I have the sailor trait of improvised weaponry.
Okay.
If I wanted to take the mop that was in my hand...
Yeah.
And like try to mop up the ooze with it.
Okay.
Would that just be like an unarmed strike, or how would that work?
Well, improvised weapon, I believe, yes.
It just counts as an unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Okay. So I rolled a 7.
Okay. 7 to hit.
Yes.
Misses.
All right, and then for my bonus action, I'm just gonna do an unarmed strike on it. Just like try to take my foot and step on it.
Okay.
Not much better. A 10.
10 does hit.
For 5 damage.
All right.
My monk is not off to the best start.
No, and you feel your foot kind of burning.
That checks.
Yeah, I don't know if you had shoes or boots.
It's probably some very poorly fashioned shoes.
Yeah. Yeah, you're thinking maybe that's gonna hurt my shoes, and the acid from the ooze is starting to eat away at your boots. As Daphne takes a turn, she's gonna use half her movement to stand up. She probably fell over, knocking the ooze over. And then she's going to see what you did with the mop and take her mop and go for an attack. Oop, that's cocked. It's nice. That's good. Well, it's easy to hit these oozes. She'll hit the other side, so you guys are fighting different oozes. And she probably only has... She's not a monk, so she's only going to do 3 points of damage. And then starts to back up. This is not good. This is not good. She kind of yells. And let's see. So you guys got to go first. The ooze gets to go next. And you're right there. I'm sorry, I didn't really give you a chance to move after you attacked, but you were right there, so it would have had an opportunity. I mean, it's right there. Mm-hmm. So it's going to try to engulf you. Pseudopod action.
Great.
Oh, I rolled bad. I rolled a 5.
Yay.
It's slow. It's been in this barrel for a while. But the other one's not too far away, and you're the closest thing. So instead of going after Daphne, it's going after you. She moved back. Does a 15 hit you?
Nope.
And you manage to step out of the way of both of these, and we go back to your turn.
All right. Has the ooze affected the mop at all?
Well, you missed.
Oh, right. So no. All right. So
but I'm gonna know what it's doing to your foot.
Mm-hmm. Let's go after the mop. Let's use the mop again.
Okay.
To attack the one that I attacked the first time.
Sure.
22.
22, easy hit. Yeah.
For 4 points of damage.
Woo. All right. What else do you want to do?
Can I, for my bonus action, can I throw my shoe as an unarmed strike? No, because no, I can't.
Yeah, it would take an action to take your shoe off.
Okay.
I mean, it's already burning, so.
Can I? I don't think I want to do that. Can't really grapple ooze, so I think I'm just going to. I'm going to use my unarmed strike and use my other foot.
Yeah.
That hasn't been touched by ooze.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. 11.
11 hits.
Okay. So I use my other shoe and I roll a 9.
Okay. 9 damage.
And then I want to back away. If I can, if there's a step available, I want to get up on some stairs.
Okay. Yeah. So you back away, pull up on how far away do you want to back up to?
I'm just looking for stairs, so I'm not sure where the stairs are. I'm just looking for stairs.
You back up. Yeah. You use quite a bit of your movement then, to the point where you can kind of see that the ooze is creeping along. And I'll grant you the knowledge that an ooze can travel 10 feet on its turn. And you've gathered that now both your burning boot are, it's not good to touch these. It's going to probably do acid damage to me if I touch them, or any object that's non-magical is going to get eaten away.
Okay.
So the ooze will take its turn to travel towards you at a slow pace. And one will go towards Daphne. Help! She cries out.
Daphne, toss me your mop.
She tosses her mop to you.
All right.
and you can have your turn.
Is it my turn though?
Yeah, they use their turn to move towards you at a slow
I was
pace.
first. I was first. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So how does my mop look? Am I still able to use my mop as a weapon?
Yeah, I think with your it's half gone. I'd say you get one more strike with this mop because it is disintegrating away. It's now more of a stick on one end. Well, you missed with your mop. Or
Both
did you
times?
hit the second
I
time?
think I hit it the second time.
You hit it the second
Because I
time.
remember
Okay.
rolling a high number.
Yeah. So it's half disintegrated.
Okay. I'm going to, because I have two mops in my hand. I got a mop in each hand right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use the new mop
Okay.
because I feel like it's bigger and it'll probably have a little more contact. So I'm gonna use the bigger mop and I'm gonna hit the ooze that I've been working on.
Okay.
I'll move up to it. And then hit it.
Okay.
So how many feet do you think I moved up to get to it?
Probably 10 feet.
Okay. So I rolled an 8, which probably misses.
An 8 is its armor class.
So I did hit it then?
Yeah, you hit it.
Right. 6.
6 is going to take that one down.
All right. For my do I get a bonus action if it's not an unarmed strike?
Yeah, whatever's listed, yes. Not
Like
much.
I couldn't throw her mop back to her. That wouldn't count.
No, but you could probably.
I think I'm going to.
What is your tavern brawler again? And then when you hit improvise weapon. Okay, but it is weapons. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go ahead if you had a thought.
I was just gonna move towards Daphne.
All right. Again.
So I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to get as close as I can to her.
Sounds good. She'll kind of cower behind you. Save me! Save me!
I'm not gonna bother with the foot.
And as she calls out, Ella runs up from the kitchen, and you see this bugbear wielding. She would have a weapon. She's a bugbear. She would have something from the kitchen, though, probably like frying pan or some improvised weapon herself.
Sure.
Yeah, maybe she was in a rush, and she's not. Well, let's go with the frying pan. That's just too easy.
Classic, yeah.
She's up there with the frying pan, classic, and does her just strike. Whoa, roll away. Not good. She's rushing up there. Slam. Somehow misses this gray ooze with the frying pan. What's wrong with you two? What happened now? Daphne's like, I'm sorry. These oozes came out of the barrel. That was supposed to be oil. I don't know why they're attacking.
This is some ship you got. I just add that. I'm just kind of like over it. I just wanted tomatoes and some gold. And here I am. I got no shoes anymore. I got holes in my shoes.
D&D folks. Go ahead and make another turn.
All right, so I'm going to use one of the mops.
Yeah, you have another fresh. You have a fresh. Or wait.
Yeah, I have a mop that I haven't been able to hit the thing with yet. So
Sure.
one mop has made one contact and the other mop has missed. So
Okay.
so this one's probably going to hit 17.
17 hits.
6 points.
6 points of damage. And the ooze creeps up on possibly towards what's her name? Ella. That's gonna miss. And she strikes back. And that misses. Damn, level 1 adventurers. You meta games a little bit. And why don't you give us another turn? Daphne from the side like finds a bucket and just throws it at the ooze.
All right. So I'm going to try to...
Doesn't do anything. It like spreads water all over the deck.
Does 11 hit?
11 does hit.
Man, 4.
4 damage. Welcome to level 1.
Mm-hmm.
And the ooze is going to try to strike you back. Oh, that's not good. So 11 to hit you.
That's a miss.
And then Ella takes a turn. She misses. Go ahead and take another turn.
Ooh, a natural 20.
Nat 20. Here we go.
Here we go. 14.
How do you want to do this? You take this last ooze out.
So I'm just kind of just fed up with it. I do a spin and I just like jump up and I take that mop and I hit the thing so hard that I almost put a hole in the deck.
Yeah.
Like it's out of frustration. So, and like the ooze just flies everywhere.
Splatters and kind of washes away, and Ella's like, darn it, Daphne, I can't cover for you every time. Your brothers would be so upset. Let's clean up this mess real quick.
And I kind of look around and I go, with what? Because I just destroyed all the mops.
We'll get some more mops. It's a big ship.
All right.
But this is not good. We'll have to shoot. And you guys continue to swab the deck and clean up after the gray ooze. And you notice as you're cleaning that the deck of the Serendipity is very clean and clearly newer than any other docking vessel. And the sails are in perfect condition. And everything on board smells of fresh varnish. I'm not great at speaking.
It's got that new fleshy smell.
You guys, after clean up the barrels, you start pushing the barrels back, upright, and Daphne falls into an empty barrel and gets stuck.
What have I got myself into? I almost like, you almost hear me audibly like mumble that under my breath. Like, what have I gotten myself into?
You're like, why me?
Yeah.
Why is everything suck? And you you watch, I guess, as Ella helps Daphne out of the barrel. and the barrel kind of topples over with Daphne, and she comes crawling out of the barrel with a spyglass. She finds a spyglass. These are like periscopes that the pirates and the captains use. And the admiral, I believe, starts to approach his neatly turned out attire, his boots, his buttons, his beard, all shining in the sun, and he stands as stiffly as his heavily starched collar. And there's something I can say here. He's furious about the mess that you seem to be cleaning up. But Daphne shows off the spyglass she discovered. I swear there's a quote in here. These stupid little one shots. Huh. Well, he's going to be, I guess, just like as I said, in this kind of, he's about to scold her, but Ella speaks out. Ella says, Admiral, please, Daphne should be rewarded. She finished her chores, exposed onboard hazards. She found your lost spyglass. These are all good deeds by a good sailor. And the admiral reluctantly agrees. All right, then. Get ready to sail. Tomorrow we leave. And you are going to be rewarded now that Daphne has finished her chores and you helped her. She's going to give you 80 gold pieces.
Nice.
And Ella will provide a hot meal and a drink as a thank you. And reluctantly promotes Daphne from cadet to ensign. Cadet, that was where we're supposed to start. All right, that's the little side mission I had, the first mission. And you've got some cash now, you've got a hot meal, you've got Daphne maybe saying, well, now as new ensign to the ship, I would like to offer you a position in our next mission. We are journeying from here to some farther off place. It may be some time before we return.
All right. What would I be doing?
Well, everyone starts as a cadet, I believe, unless you have an argument.
No,
or want to talk with Admiral.
You know, I guess that'd be fine. I mean, I wouldn't mind talking with the Admiral if he's got time for me. I mean, I do have a lot of experience on the water. I could maybe be more valuable elsewhere, but you know, I'm not gonna beg. If that's my only position, then that's what I'm okay with it.
Okay. All right. Well, I think I want to end end the adventure part of the story and maybe some role play for now.
Hmm.
With you agreeing to maybe uh, go this direction with your character so I can kind of prepare for the next thing.
Hmm.
I've got something maybe queued up already. It's getting a little easier for me, but I've been focusing on just your one character.
Yep.
So for the game mechanics of this mission, this session, a giant rat is worth 25 experience points,
Okay.
and gray ooze are worth 100. So
Eat.
you have 225 experience points. I figure where is that experience point? I need to put a marker on this one. You need 300 to get to level 2.
Okay.
You have 225.
Oh, maybe if I would have no, I still wouldn't have. Even if I got both rats, I'd still be off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I think that's appropriate. Um, well, uh, let's see what else we can do. Let's say you want to take your break there. You you get your meal and
I think it's
you think about your story to tell the admiral. And this is where I got to improvise on the spot. Let's go ahead with that a little bit, if you don't mind.
okay.
How do you want to? And maybe we just talk through it. You know, the admiral is, you've seen a tough demeanor. He's seen your chores, but how do you want to ask for a position or a higher position, or how do you want to approach this?
Well, I think at this point I might have sobered up a little bit.
All right.
So I'm thinking a little more clearly than I was when I almost foolishly, I feel, accepted her invite to help her. Like,
Yeah.
like this probably I could have just gone to bed. But I see this as an opportunity to like maybe work towards getting my life on track. And I kind of approach him, and I don't want to really tell him about my past, but
Yeah.
I want I want to let him know like I have experience on large sailing vessels.
Okay.
I've been doing that for quite a while, and I'm strong, and I'm not just strong. I do have like I kind of let him know like I've been like trying to deal with Daphne all day,
Right.
and like your ship could have been a lot worse off if it weren't for me. Um, I kind of tell him like while we were in your chambers changing the bed, there were I kind of exaggerate. I let him know there were quite a few rats in your room and they made quite a mess. And as you can see, your quarters is spotless right now. And
Hmm.
I show him basically like the crates of tomatoes are all there. I let him know they're all there, even though they're not all there. But I think I could persuade him into seeing that they're all there, and like the deck is all nice and cleaned up now. I mean, he saw it kind of in disarray before, but I show him what it looks like now that it's all cleaned up.
All right. Well, let's have a persuasion.
It's not a bard persuasion, man.
Yeah, you are not a bard anymore.
No. Well, here you go. It's a natural 20.
No way.
-1 though. I don't know, for 19. Like my persuasion is -1. I'm used to that thing being +15 as a
All
bard.
right. He's like, well, this is a naval vessel. You're welcome to be uh, some help on the ship. Ella and Daphne have spoken to your skills and muscle one way or another. But this is a naval ship, so think about joining our ranks as Daphne has, if you will. We are part of Guardian, well, militaries. I'll have to think of the military and whatnot, but I'm basically offering, and you don't have to decide now.
Yeah, it'd be like an what's the word for it? Like an unregistered position. Because like I know on Star Trek. Are you kind of familiar with Star Trek? There's a guy named O'Brien, and he joined the military, the naval military. That's basically what Star Trek is. He joined it as he didn't go through he didn't go through the academy. He joined it at like I can't think of the word. But anyway, it'd have to be like some kind of
Anyway, he kind of warns you, that this is not a pirate ship. This is not a commercial vessel. This is not a pleasure cruise. You'll be working your way.
well, to be honest, that's what I've done my entire life is I've worked my way. So
So he'll with that role allow you to continue in that unpositioned, unranked role.
there you go.
And So instead of a cadet or an ensign, you're actually just hired help.
Hmm.
And he'll give you some tasks around the ship as you. Why don't you give me uh, your ship knowledge would be like.
Would it be history?
I wonder, yeah, it'd be history or I want to say
What is history? History allows you to recall lore about historical events, people, nations, and cultures.
yeah, that's not quite it. Let's just do performance.
Another charisma-based role.
Yeah, let's go.
Uh, 3.
3, and I'm gonna give you like a little hint. There's something you have that you gain every day as a monk that you have not used with the little half sun at the top of your character sheet.
Heroic inspiration. So I can re-roll that. All
You
right.
can use your heroic inspiration and not fear that you never get it back because you gain it every waking morning, right?
Hmm.
As a monk,
Yep.
or was that some other feat?
No, I believe that's what it is.
Was the monk thing?
Let me just double check.
Well, regardless, why don't you unclick your heroic inspiration sun
Mhm.
there
Yep.
and give us another performance check if you like.
All right. That's better. That's better. 18.
An 18, there you go. And some game mechanics to go along with it. So you find your rope knotting skills and help with more than expected actually on the deck of the Serendipity. And for that learning experience, I will grant you the rest of the 75 experience points you need. to get to level 2.
Cool. Now I just need to figure out how to do that. So we can do that off. We can do that off camera.
Yeah. Well, sure. Yeah, let's do that off camera because it might take some thinking about what you want to do, what monks gain. I like to show it sometimes, but yeah, let's end this a little early here. 1 hour, 20 minutes in, and we'll go ahead and let this go into the archives. Thanks for watching this show. If you're thinking about being a monk at level 1, here we go. And we'll talk more about the next homebrew session as we move forward into 2025 really soon. Thanks again, Steve and Sweedmo, and good luck.
Thanks.